Well, welcome to Phil's Gang. For 11 years, we have dedicated 1 hour of our show across the country to raising money for St. Jude's.
I know that, and I also know what you're doing at your company with the dividends. You're fantastic. Thank you so much.
We're honored to have you on. I have to tell you, I'm in awe of your dad, because how do you found a hospital? I can't find my car keys half the time, but a hospital, and why in the South?
Well, he wanted every child to have the same first-class care. So children who come to St. Jude, they have wealthy parents, they have poor parents, they're of every religion, they're of every race. But my dad thought if it was in the South, that would give a good signal that, because all the great hospitals are in Boston and St. Louis, and he wanted to put a hospital where there weren't other great hospitals, so that every child would come right in the middle of the country. You know, Memphis is a hub of the country. That's why FedEx is there. So he really was thinking about putting it right smack in the middle. And the great thing about St. Jude is that every child gets the same first-class care, whether the child has money or doesn't have money. My father promised that no child would ever be turned away if a family can't pay. But we've got movie star kids there. We've got kings and princesses from all over the countries. I mean, everybody's there. And amazing to see. I even saw an Amish family there a couple of weeks ago. And these people, don't even wear zippers, and there they are in this place that is completely high tech. And my dad was brilliant about making it both a research center and a treatment center under one roof, so that the children that come to St. Jude have both a scientist and a doctor on their case. And I think that's why our statistics are so high. We're saving more children than any place else in the world. In fact, doctors send us their very toughest cases from all over the country. That's what makes St. Jude such a hub for ill children.
And as you just mentioned, there's some wonderful children's hospitals in the country, and St. Jude collaborates with most of them.
Yes.
But what is it that you think that makes St. Jude so different than all the rest?
I think the fact that we're a research center as well as a treatment center. Lots of hospitals have research departments. We are a research center. And we're already up to a 94% cure rate with ALL, the most common form of cancer in kids is acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Found also that not only does the research and science work together, so that when a kid comes there and the doctor and the scientist both look at them and stay on their case the whole time, collaborating all the time, bringing the latest ideas. You can't do that at other hospitals. And so other hospitals are working on what they know, and we're working on what they don't know. It's as simple as that. So if it's an easy case, often you can just stay home and go to your local hospital. But if it's a difficult case, you need to come to St. Jude.
That's great. And Marlo, if there's a parent who's listening to us today who has a child with cancer, knows someone, and can't afford the treatment, what steps do they do to reach out to St. Jude's?
Well, they just get in touch with St. Jude. I mean, first of all, you should go on the website, and you should go on a website no matter what. That's what's happened in the last 10 years, is that parents have gotten smart. They go on the web. They go on the web and they type in their child's cancer. If it's medulloblastoma, which is a brain tumor, or leukemia, or neuroblastoma, or whatever it is, type that in, and then see which hospital and which doctors come up first where you should call, because that's where the research is being done. And then you call the hospital, and many of the parents tell me they're shocked that the name of this doctor, like Dr. Pui or whoever is like the greatest doctor in the world for a particular disease, they call and they get that doctor on the phone. They can't believe they get the actual doctor that's in all the stories and all the books, and they'll tell you, come on down, send the pictures, let us look and see what you have, what other doctors have said, and we'll confirm that diagnosis, and then they'll take you to St. Jude.
Well, I understand it costs about $1.4 million a day to run St. Jude.
$1.5 million, actually. We're up to $1.5 million a day.
$1.5 million a day to run St. Jude.
Right, it's a lot of money, and that's why this Thanksgiving program is so important. It's our 7th one. It takes place every year. Starts at Thanksgiving time. We're on the Today Show, first whole week of Thanksgiving. And we are asking the public to look at your children and give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. Because while we're out here having fun and celebrating Christmas and Hanukkah and all the wonderful holidays and all the great food and presents and everything, there are some families in this country who are fighting for their children's lives. And that's really important that we be made aware of that. So when you go out shopping, you'll see the green magnifying glass logo at wonderful partners like Kmart, Ann Taylor, Gymboree, Brooks Brothers, Target, Williams-Sonoma, Domino's Pizza, Pottery Barn, HSN, GNC, Dick's Sporting Goods, all these wonderful places, K Jewelers. And they're going to ask you to leave $1 for the children of St. Jude. And last year, 65 million people left the dollar.
That's terrific. You have some real celebrities to participate, too, at St. Jude's, which is incredible.
Oh, yeah. We've got Jennifer Aniston and Robin Williams, Morgan Freeman and George Lopez. And we've got Shaun White, the young man who won the Olympic medal for snowboarding, and Dwayne Wade, the NBA player for the Miami Heat. Got a lot of wonderful people who've been to St. Jude, who know what St. Jude is, and they know that it's the authentic place, and it's the leader for pediatric cancer. Last year, U.S. News and World Report named us the #1 children's cancer hospital in the United States. And the exciting thing also was that the Harris poll named us the #1 most trusted charity in the United States. So people can feel confident that their money is going to the right place.
Yeah, and you're leading in genomics, and you're constantly working on the genome. Why don't you just take a second and explain that a little bit? That's really exciting.
Well, what's exciting about that is that at St. Jude, we've been customizing the medicine for many years. No child is going to have exactly the same cookie-cutter treatment as the child before. In fact, we've even stopped radiation on children with leukemia. We're the only place in the world that's done that, because radiation really can injure a child for the future in terms of their learning abilities, especially on their brain radiation, and their motor abilities, whether or not they'll be able to have children. But, of course, none of that's as important as saving the child's life. But now we've gotten so good at saving their lives, we're also able to save the quality of their lives. That's very important to us. And a lot of this is coming through the Genome Project, where we find out exactly, what is the marker for this child? Where did this disease start, so that we can start targeting that gene and those genes in children. You see, because we're a research center, we have the DNA of children who've been coming to St. Jude since 1962. So our scientists are still studying the DNA of kids, the tissue of kids who've died. And we can see then, okay, what was in that DNA that's in this child's DNA, so that we can start to figure out which gene is it that is causing this cancer, and then we can target drugs to that gene.
Yeah, that's just terrific. There you have it. That's Marlo Thomas, our guest from St. Jude's. And don't forget to pick up a copy of her wonderful new book, Growing Up Laughing.
Oh, thank you. Growing Up Laughing.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful book. It makes a great Christmas present, because it's full of laughter with Jerry Seinfeld and Robin Williams and Joy Behar and Jon Stewart and Billy Crystal, just a lot of wonderful people. So Chris Rock, and my stories and funny stories. So it's called Growing Up Laughing. Thanks so much for mentioning it.
Yeah, my wife read it. She loves it.
Oh, good. I'm so thrilled to hear that.
To donate to St. Jude, go to stjude.org or philsgang.com, where there is a link. Marlo, thank you for sharing your time today with the
millions
of listeners.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.